Hi YouTube, it is Stargirl, the Practical Witch, and welcome to my YouTube channel today. For those of you who are new, hi, I'm Anita. I'm a psychic reader here on YouTube, and I use my psychic gifts to help encourage those who feel lost or just want a peek into the future. In today's psychic reading, we are going to be using the tarot cards as well as my intuition to figure out who the next big soulmate coming into your life is, what they look like when you're going to meet them, what they're like, and signs you will see before meeting them. Now, if you're new to YouTube psychic readings, I normally have you guys pick one of the options, and then once you pick an option, you fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment as well as the description. However, before I give you guys some time to really meditate on the options, I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors Keen for helping make today's video happen. If there is insight in this video that I have shared with you that really makes you want your own personal private love reading, I highly recommend getting a psychic reading on Keen. Keen is an online psychic service that connects you with many talented psychic mediums, astrologers, tarot readers to help give you clarity as well as insight. All you have to do is create an account and Keen will connect you with hundreds of psychics who are online right now. Want to learn about your love life? Is he or she cheating on you? How do they really feel about you? These are some of the questions that Keen psychics can help answer for you. You can choose whatever reader best suits your needs and they will connect with you over a phone call or a text chat. And because they are an online psychic service, there is always going to be someone available on Keen to speak to you at whatever hour of the day. So I have been a Keen customer for years, and as a psychic, I need my own psychic. You know, someone who's able to accurately read me. And generally, I will go when I'm feeling really lost, when I'm feeling really confused about my career and my love life. There was one specific time I was seeing this guy and my intuition was kind of like telling me something was off, but I wasn't really sure. So I went to a psychic on Keen and I asked her, what's this dude's deal? What is his true intention? And she was able to tell me things that turned out to be eerily correct about this guy who was very, very shady. And the Keen psychic told me that he was hiding a whole nother girlfriend on the side. And lo and behold, I actually found out he was talking to another girl while he was dating me. And the Keen psychic actually predicted it or told me that was happening before I even knew. Anything that I need clarity about, I go to a Keen psychic because I know they're accurate and I know I can trust them. As a new Keen customer, you will be able to try Keen for 10 minutes for only $1.99. By the way, guys, that's up to $99 in savings. Go ahead and get a personal reading about who your soulmate is if you want deeper clarity and insight. Once again, the link is in the pinned comment as well as the description. Now, let's get back to the reading.
Hello, and welcome back to your psychic reading on who your next big time soulmate is, when you're gonna meet them, who they are, signs you will see before meeting the one, the ultimate soulmate tarot reading. That's what we're gonna discover today. But what I need you to do is pick one of the three options with your intuition. And then once you pick an option, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment as well as the description. Click the timestamp next to your chosen option and it will fast forward you right to your psychic tarot reading on the next big soulmate coming into your life. Feel free to take as much time as you need to meditate on the options. Pause the video if you need to. If your intuition is just feeling dead as heck, you can always use a random number picker and generate a number between 1 to 3, and the random number picker will tell you which option you should listen to. Once again, the timestamps are in the pinned comment as well as the description. Click the timestamp next to your chosen option and it will take you right to your psychic reading. But we are about to get started, so if you need more time, be sure to pause that video. By the way, the link to all of my social medias, my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok is all down below. And beware of fake accounts, guys. I would never ask you for a private reading. If someone's doing that, that is a fake account. All right, see you later. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading about who your soulmate is, what they're like, their characteristics, when you're going to meet them, signs you will see before meeting them. We're going to cover all of this today in today's psychic reading. So let's begin. So, group number 1, you're someone who has really strong intuition. You've been having psychic dreams recently. Your dream world is very, very active. You have been in a phase of your life recently where you have been kind of following your intuition more. Maybe you felt more withdrawn from the world recently. Like, I kind of want to go away from busy cities. I kind of want to go away from the busy, hectic lifestyle and go towards more of an easier, slower lifestyle away from other people because you're kind of more on the energetically sensitive side. Okay? We're starting with an overall energy read for you because it helps me tap into your energy, and therefore it makes it easier for me to tap into what soulmate is coming for you in the future. Recently, you guys have been very challenged, and I'm hearing some of you feel old. You're like, when is my soulmate coming? I'm old. I should have been with my soulmate by now. You know, you're like, it's too late for me. Something like that. Or, wow, I have been waiting a really long time for love. I feel old. When are they coming? And you've just felt kind of like, I don't want to be a part of the world. I just feel separate from the world, and I want a more peaceful life away from a busy, hectic lifestyle. So when you're going to meet your soulmate, let's figure this out. Let's look at the timing. So I'm being shown that you do have a major big time soulmate on the way. And this soulmate is going to come at a time in your life when things are starting to get really lucky for you. So around the time you meet your next big time soulmate, you're going to notice your luck is through the roof. You're getting really lucky in all areas of your life. You guys are going through, group number 1, a massive transformation and glow up. And you are glowing up through watering your own seeds, through self-care, through pampering and nurturing yourself and watering yourself and treating yourself like the prize. This is how you're going through a major glow up. I'm hearing some of you feel old. Bitch, no, you haven't even, you're still not at your prime. You're still not at your hottest in life. I'm seeing your prime has not yet come, so you're not too old. You are in the process of actually becoming more attractive inwardly and outwardly. And this glow up that's happening for you is going to help you attract somebody that is so much better than whoever you settled for in the past. And this soulmate's going to come in a time where things are extremely lucky for you. Look what card came out. I'm literally just drawing as we go. Grand Trine Blessing. The Wheel of Fortune. Grand Trine Blessing. This talks about hella good luck. Major good luck. So this person's going to come at a time where everything seems to be working out for you. You know, your career's going good. You know, you have the body you want. You look how you want. Money's coming in left and right. Like, your life is going to be going really, really good and start getting really lucky when? When? So I am not getting an exact when. That's something that's not being shown to me at this point, but your soulmate is going to come at a time in your life where you're going to notice that lucky things are happening for you. You seem to be winning in all aspects of your life. Like, I'll give you an example. The luckiest time of my life personally was my Jupiter return. And during my Jupiter return, you know, all of a sudden I went from rags to riches. I went from digging couch change out of my beat up 2002 Corolla, trying to buy tacos for me and my sister at the Taco Bell off the dollar menu. And then all of a sudden I was going viral on YouTube, and I had a business where I made six figures. It was like literally like that. That's the kind of luck you're going to experience when the soulmate comes in. It's around that same time. And this is going to happen for you. Now, if you're wondering why haven't I met my soulmate, why you haven't met your soulmate yet, is because your soulmate is somebody who is a late bloomer. So this is why you're still single. This is why you still haven't met the one in your soulmate. I see this with man and wine, developing over time, something that gets better with time. Your soulmate is such a late bloomer. They get more attractive as they age. They get more money as they age. They're not going to be your type or taste until they've reached a certain level, and they're still developing and they're still a little immature. So they're still going through some emotional development right now. I want to tell you, group number one, I'm getting from your energy that you are definitely a companion. Now, what does this mean? Okay, what does a companion mean? I like to people watch. It's one of my favoriteest things to do. In fact, if you catch me outside of YouTube, I am rarely ever talking. I hate talking, believe it or not, even though it's my job. I like to watch people. And I've noticed that really powerful people, okay, people that are business owners, people who are managers, people who own an empire and they're killing it in their career. Like I'm talking about pack leader alpha female, pack leader alpha male, those people who are ultra successful, determined, driven, especially in a career sense, and they tend to have a lot of power. Those people always seem to have a companion, a sidekick, someone who acts as a muse, like the muse to the rock star, or the assistant to the manager, and they seem to be the favorite. You're the type of person who attracts really powerful people, group number one. I don't know if this is something you know about yourself, and you might be like, well, I want to be the powerful one. I want to be the girl boss. I want to be the one in charge. You can absolutely have that, but your natural energy with this companion card is meant to almost be a companion to someone powerful. Every powerful person has, the first lady, the president, and the first lady is the companion. Do you know what I mean? Every powerful person has someone next to them who runs the show behind the scenes. That's you. You might not be the one who outwardly has the power. You might attract partners who are wealthy, powerful, have empires, and are really alpha, right? You attract those kind of people. Like you attract millionaires, you attract business owners, you attract highly successful, career-oriented people who kill the game in their career. That's the kind of people you attract because you have this companion energy. So the archetype of the companion would be like, I don't know, Penny Lane from Almost Famous, okay? It would be like the groupie to the rock star, the muse for the rock star, the muse to the artist, the manic pixie dream girl to the chaotic, depressive writer. That's the energy that you have. And it doesn't mean you don't have your own things going on. In fact, I see about you, group number one, you have a lot of things going on for you. One thing I'm picking up on your energy is you're either writers, poets, or you are musicians. Don't believe me? My cards do not lie. Judgment and sound. You guys are either musicians or you are writers. And if you're not pursuing these things, you absolutely should, because these are your natural talents. And if you were to learn and develop them, it would take you to your pinnacle of destiny. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys love the classical arts. You love to read, you love classical music. You love music on a soulful level. It's like the music you listen to is not just music. It's literally who you are. So you have a lot of your own things going on. I'm not saying you're just meant to be a 1950s housewife. It's just that you attract powerful, career-oriented people because they're drawn into you as a muse. They feel that energy in you. And one thing about your next big soulmate coming into your life, this person straight up has a lot of fire in their chart. So they either have a lot of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. That's one of the biggest signs about this person. One thing about your soulmate is they are very, very successful when it comes to their career. This person is loved by everyone at their job. They're loved by the whole world, okay? They're represented as the King of Wands. So this person is an entrepreneur. They're a leader. I drew 4 cards for their energy, and one of the 4 cards that came out was the 10th house, the world, the fame, the career, and the King of Wands, who is a leader. So your next big time soulmate is killing it in their career. I wouldn't be surprised if they were famous, or if they weren't famous, they are well known throughout the world. Their face is well known. They're someone who's loved by the world. I just keep seeing that. They're very well known. This person, this is giving Henry VIII vibes, honestly. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the red hair. And Henry VIII, on top of his castle, he has his birth chart on a clock. And that's what this reminds me of. So think of Henry VIII, before he got cankerous sores all over his calves. I don't know. That's what your soulmate's going to be like. The next soulmate coming into your life. This person's highly confident, almost borderlining cocky. They like to be seen. They like to be in front of a camera. They like to be the one on stage. This person likes to be on stage. Your person could be... let me get my career cards to see what careers come out for your soulmate. I love these, by the way. Let's get some career cards for your soulmate. Oh, by the way, guys, I was on Beavis and Butthead, which is like the highlight of my whole online careers for like 2 seconds. And they were like, this bitch never shuts up. And I'm like, yeah, I never stop talking. I'm like, sorry, guys, but okay. This dude's career, we know he's in the public eye, or this woman's career. Say yes to the things you think you can't do. This person's a yes man. He does things that most people wouldn't dare to, or she, but they're very masculine. They do things that most people are too chicken shit to do. So this is why they're highly successful. They take a lot of risks. They've probably had multiple businesses that have started up and failed. This person's going to be a little bit on the older side. I will say that. I'm going to tell you this person's a little bit on the older side. I'm getting at least in their 30s or 40s. And if you're younger watching this, you're going to be like, ew. And guys, like, it is very weird when really older guys go after teenage girls. And if that's you, I'm not judging your relationship as long as you're happy, but, maybe see what your friends and family think about that as well, because sometimes it can be predatory, just as an FYI, but it's not like that for everybody. I just care about you, and I want you to be safe. But this dude, for real, he's a little older. He's a workaholic, or she's a workaholic. If you're a guy watching my channel, I apologize, okay? I apologize. This soulmate of yours is a workaholic. They are constantly working. They're constantly focused on their business. And one of the hints about the soulmate is they love what they do. Like their job is their first love. They're a workaholic. They love their job. They're successful in their career. They like to be seen. They're like that rock star on stage that eats up all of the attention. They're like, yes, give me the attention. I want the attention. They're a peacock. They like to show off. And if they're a woman, okay, they're very peacocky. Like, look at me. Yes, look, give me attention. I'm on camera. Pay attention to me. They like the attention of the crowd. And they're very captivating. Like, I'm hearing they're in the public eye in some way, guys. Like, I'm telling you, and this person loves it. With this envy card, there's a lot of people who are going to envy you. when you are with this soulmate. Group number one, a lot of people are going to look at you and be like, damn, I can't curse. Ugh. I know. All the etiquette teachers online are going to be like, don't do what Stargirl is doing. She's not classy. Sorry. Can take the girl out of the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of the girl. Doesn't matter how much money you make on YouTube. I'm just kidding. With this envy card, it's a lot of people are really going to envy you when they see you with this person. They're going to be like, oh, I just hate how this person got them. You're going to have a lot of evil eye on you because a lot of people want this person. Because generally when people are in the spotlight, like your soulmate, or generally when people are in a position of power, a lot of people tend to want these people romantically, right? So you're going to get a lot of people who covet. That's the word from the Bible, covet what you have. They're going to want your spouse. They're going to be like, ooh, I can't believe that group number one got them. Ugh, I hate them. Like, why do they get everything? Why did they get the perfect person? So your person is like highly sought after and highly desired. And you're going to have to beware of some evil eye here from people that want this person. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more about who this person is. I'm telling you guys, this person's like overly confident. And what's interesting is what I'm getting from your energy, group number one, is you're more on the quiet, reserved side. I'm not saying you're shy. I'm not saying that you don't like the attention and spotlight, but your inner truest nature is more focused on your art. You're really focused on your writing. You're really focused on your art. You're really focused on your inward world because you guys have built like an inward world for yourself that's very rich. Like you're never going to be hanging on the phone waiting for them to call because you're like, I'm going to go write. I'm going to go practice my instrument. I'm going to go dabble in the arts and explore my creativity. You don't need as much attention as your partner does. Your partner loves attention. Like they're like Elvis Presley, showy, wearing the big jeweled stuff and like gyrating on stage. That's your soulmate. You're more of like the quiet, reflective, I want to like create art. I'm more to myself. I'm more shy. I'm more of a diluted energy. They're more of the one that needs to be in the spotlight, but I'll just support them with my energy. That's what you're attracting with who you are. And I think that some of you guys could be really talented at making drinks. I don't know why I heard that. Like some of you could be really talented at cooking, or you know how to put like love into your cooking or drinks. I don't know. You know why your person is going to love you and fall for you? I'll tell you why. Because you have such a deep inner world, like you journal, you really have your own interests that you focus on. They're going to love how you're not afraid to walk away out the door. Like if they start acting up, you will have no problem to be like, I'm not putting up with this, and leave with your self-respect. You have no problem walking away from bad behavior. And that's because you have developed such a rich inner world. And most people won't walk away from this person. Why? Most people won't walk away from this person because a lot of people want them. But you don't care. You're like, I'm not afraid to leave if you don't treat me right. And that's why you're going to stand out to this person. And that's why this person's going to fall madly in love with you, because they have a lot of options here. They've broken a lot of hearts. I'm telling you. They've broken a lot of hearts, your soulmate. They're normally the heartbreaker, your soulmate. But with you, you're going to be the one that goes, I'm not afraid to walk away from you. I have my own things going on. I have this musical instrument I'm gonna go play. I have this journal I'm gonna go write in. I have my own interest and I know my worth. And honestly, if you can't see that, bye. And that's what's different is you're gonna actually be the one having them chase you instead of them always going, breaking all of these hearts, going like a lot of people have been heartbroken over your person.
Okay? I'm just saying. And gosh. Okay, so what will your relationship be like with this person? What will you do together? That's what I want to figure out now. Damn! Twin flames, bitch. This next soulmate is your twin flame. This next soulmate is your twin flame. And you know how you're going to know, group number one? I'll tell you. You're going to have amazing chart compatibility. Like, there's planets touching each other's south node, north node, same Jupiter placements. Like, your astrology chart synastry is going to be banging. And this person is going to be your twin flame, and you're going to be able to see it when you put your birth charts together. Disclaimer, in psychology, when you have childhood trauma, you can romanticize bad relationships. This isn't going to be a bad relationship, okay? Don't romanticize an abusive relationship. This is going to be a good relationship. You guys are twin flames. Your chart compatibility is on fire. Like, you're going to see it when you put your birth charts together, okay? Like, you definitely have a twin flame, group number one. You definitely do. Let's see some more hints. You guys are going to play video games together? Okay, interesting. When you meet even if you're like stargirl, I do not play video games, okay? That's not my jam. Your soulmate does, and you two are going to play video games together. There's going to be like video games you like to play together with your soulmate. Ooh. With the holidays, I feel you're going to meet this person around the holidays, around Christmas, around Thanksgiving, which is coming up really soon. Someone here could have a birthday around focus camera. You guys can meet around Christmas or Thanksgiving, or you guys could get married around Christmas or Thanksgiving, or something really monumental is going to happen in your relationship around that time. And then it says, your twin will feel safer being friends first before getting intimate. Learn to enjoy the present moment and discover your playful side. So your partner is going to try to be friends with you first. If someone's coming in at you trying to bone right away, without getting to know you, I don't think that's your twin flame, because I'm seeing your twin flame is going to try to be your friend first before you two get together. Okay, so I want to do some additional signs and clues about your soulmate, your next soulmate. Some additional signs and clues about your next soulmate. I am being shown that this person is going to have a lot of fire in their chart. So they're an Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Lots of fire energy, but I'm also getting a lot of Pisces energy as well. So this person could have a lot of Pisces. This person is definitely going to be rich. I'm not just saying that. The fish card in this deck talks about wealth, material wealth, prosperous wealth, lots of money, lots of income. So this person lavish. This person is definitely going to be well off when it comes to the financial sector of life. With this child card, this person could already have a child, or this is going to be a brand new person in your life. It's not going to be someone from your past. It'll be a brand new person. I'm also seeing that someone here is a writer. Someone here definitely is a writer, as some of the hints as well. So that's what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. I'm giving you guys a bunch of good energy, and I will see you later. Hi, group 2. It is Stargirl, the Practical Witch. And I want to say, please, I know me pointing this out is going to make it worse, but if my eyelashes are on crooked, it's because it's been a day, okay? But I'm still here with your psychic reading for who the next big time soulmate coming into your life is. I'm talking about the next big, passionate Noah and Ali love affair, or just the next big fated soulmate meeting coming into your life. I am going back to the old school style of how I used to do psychic readings, because I felt called to something I want to say spirit guides, but I feel more God has kind of just told me to go back to the old way. So that's what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do
is in order for me to pick up your energy to do the psychic reading, I have to, group number 2, really just tap into your energy. So if you want to just grant me permission to tap into your energy, to do a little energetic spying on your life, when I tap into your energy field, I am able to tap into kind of like this swirl of what's happening in your past, present, and future. So I'm going to do a little bit of tapping into your energy currently, group number 2, to see what's currently going on in your life. And as that becomes easier, as I tap into your energy, then I can see who's coming forward. So let's see what's going on in your life currently. Why did I feel stuckness? Ooh, sorry about that. All right, let's see. We have the moon. Okay, what really has stood out to me, group number 2, is recently you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety and fear. Do you guys suffer from anxiety? Do you suffer from anxiety? Do you suffer from fear of the future? Have you been a little worried about the future recently? Some of you guys, you have been worried about the future of your business or the future of your professional level. Like, you're worried about your future a lot. That's what I see about you, group number 2. Like, am I going to make it? Am I going to achieve my desires? Am I going to be successful? You know, is my future going to be a successful one? Lots of worry about that I'm feeling for you. Okay, with the 3 of Cups as well. You're being watched very strongly right now, group 2, by a masculine. Actually, I'm sorry, I take that back because I know masculines and feminines watch my channel. You are being very closely watched by someone who is interested in you, but they're not saying anything. I see that because her mouth is covered with flowers, which means they're not expressing their affection. They're kind of just watching you in secret admiration. I'm picking up someone in your energy who's like that. This person, I'm getting very masculine energy from them. They don't have to be male or female, but what I mean by masculine energy is this person is assertive. They are traditionally masculine in traits. You know what I mean? Like assertive. I think this person's going to take some action towards you pretty soon. Your intuition knows who this is. I mean, you guys have a really strong intuition. You have a strong intuition. And I'll tell you why you've been anxious about the future, group 2. You're feeling anxious about the future because you're feeling that change is in the air. And I'm here to confirm it's right. Group 2, there's change brewing in the air for you. Like big change in your life. And you've been feeling it intuitively. And you might have been picking it up as anxiety about the future because you are actually very intuitive and you're sensing big change. Big change is coming in for you pretty soon, group 2. This is to do with a new beginning, especially if you're an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But don't worry, I'm hearing it's positive change that's going to bring a new chapter in your life and get you unstuck. So now that I've tapped into your energy, let's see who your soulmate is and when they are coming. I kind of want to start with the when. When is this next big soulmate coming into your life? And we're going to get super duper detailed in this reading, group number 2. Super detailed. We're going to do the when they're coming in, signs you're going to see before you meet your next big soulmate, what they will be about, what you'll like about them, what they'll like about you. We're also going to cover what the relationship together will be like. Okay. So, group number 2, when will you meet your soulmate? When is this happening? We have the 2 of Swords. Okay. We have the 7th house. And we have the Tower. I see you guys having two options in love coming up. I see you having two options in love coming up, and you're going to be uncertain about which love option to choose. And I heard for you, group 2, when this next big soulmate comes into your life, this might be difficult for you because they're going to come at a time when you might already be dating somebody else. You might already be seeing somebody else. You might already be with someone else. And you could think that that person, it might be the one. But then your real soulmate is going to come in, completely making you second guess whether the person that you are currently with is the one for you. You know what? I don't hold back the punches in my readings. I'll be honest with you guys. I used to really hold back with my readings because I didn't want to offend anybody and I wanted to resonate with as many people as possible. There has hit a certain point in my life where I'm like, F it. Let me just tell them what I'm seeing. If you don't like it, sorry. This is what I'm seeing. I literally see you are going to be in a long-term committed relationship with someone, or you're going to be dating someone and you might be like, this might be the one. And then lo and behold, your real soulmate's going to come in and it's going to totally make you second guess everything and go, oh my gosh, I just met this person. I have insane chemistry with them. I'm no longer sure about the person I'm with. That's when you're going to meet this person. Let's see if we can get specific timing cards. Okay. Ooh, we have the ring, agreement, pact, cycle. Why is Spirit doing this to me? I am not a fan of cheating. You should never cheat on anyone. And in fact, I don't like the idea of cheating, and I would never say you should cheat on anybody or your spouse. In fact, when guys have girlfriends and they're checking me out or hitting on me, I get disgusted. I'm like, oh no. And I know a lot of women feel that way, but I see a marriage here. Okay, I see the Justice card and the rings, which tells me that when you meet your soulmate, you or them might already be in a marriage. And it's not ideal. Okay, it's not ideal when that happens, but sometimes we marry people we're not compatible with. It happens, doesn't it? I mean, sometimes we marry people and we're like, oh my gosh, I should have never married this person. We're not compatible. So, your person or you might already be in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship when you meet your soulmate. That's one hint that I see. And this person, for some of you, this is for some of you who are watching this, you may be like, I am completely closed off to the idea of love. I have watched so many marriages fail. I might have even watched my own marriage fail. I've watched marriages fail. I am not the marrying type. This person might come in during a time for the other half of you, because this is a general reading, where you're like, I have been through a failed marriage. I have watched so many marriages fail. I think marriage is a joke and I don't want to get married, and I don't need the government to be involved in my love life. That might be your mindset when you meet the one, and guess what? You're going to change your mind and you're going to want to marry them. I just got the shivers. I literally just got the shivers as I said that, so I know it's true. And I'm telling you, group 2, this person's going to come at a time where you're like, marriage is a joke. Marriage is a freaking joke. I know my friend who's married and her husband's been cheating on her the whole time. Marriage is just a way to settle. Marriage is such a stupid concept. I'm never going to get married. It's stupid financially. You might be like, I am not getting married. I'm never going to get married. And then bam, you meet your soulmate and they change everything. And all of a sudden you're like, give me the ring, give me the marriage, give me the fairy tale freaking wedding, because I see you are going to get married. Group number 2 with this rings here. It's going to happen regardless of whether or not you believe in marriage. This person's going to change your mind. They're going to shake your foundation. It's kind of like Zoe Deschanel's character in 500 Days of Summer, you know, where she's like, I don't want to get married. Marriage is lame. But then she meets her soulmate and she's like, yes, I want marriage. That's what's going to happen with your person. Okay. So let's get into, we got the when. So I didn't really get exact timing cards. Okay. I didn't get, I lied. I did. So the timing that came up is within 1 to 2 weeks, you're going to meet this person for some of you. The second timing card we had is during the fall. It's the fall right now. And the third timing card we had was September 22nd to October 21st. So you guys could have already met this person. I don't know. So those are the 3 timing cards we have. I also heard during Libra season, so when the planets are in Libra in astrology, you're going to meet this person. One of you definitely could be a Libra, sun, moon, and rising, I'm seeing here. So this is the timing that I got, when one of you might already be committed, or during a time where you're like, this person's going to come at a time, ironically, when you're like, I don't believe in marriage and I don't want marriage. Okay. So now that we did that, let's take a look at who the next big soulmate coming into your life is. Who are they? What are they like? And what are they going to like about you? So some hints about the next big soulmate coming into your life. This person had like a really, really bad childhood. This person had a horrible childhood. That's one hint I'm seeing about your soulmate. Like, it's not just bad, like it was real bad, because one of the cards that came up out of the 5 to describe them was the wounded child, which means, you know, when you meet your soulmate, you're going to hear them talk about how I heard they were surrounded by addicts. Okay, I don't know. I saw the 7 of Cups when I split the deck, and the 7 of Cups is addictions. It's like kind of like drinkers, addicts. It kind of feels like they were around a lot of unstable people who might have been addicts in their childhood. That's what I heard. This person is also someone who's more on the quieter or reserved side. I feel that they're showing me as someone who's very private and very introverted. That does not mean they're bad with people. That does not mean that they're socially dumb. They just prefer to be private. They prefer to, did we hear that ding? Okay, for those of you who are new to my channel, the ding, I leave the dings on my phone. And I do it because when I'm on the right track, I'll happen to get a message at the same time. And the ding is like a little exclamation point. They prefer to be private, your soulmate. That's something about them. They prefer to be private. I'm hearing that something about your soulmate is they could be very religious as well, or spiritual. One of the cards that I got to describe them is the Nun card. Now, obviously, with tarot, nothing is a literal interpretation. What this tells me with the Nun card and the Goody Two-Shoes is they grew up either in a really, really strict spiritual household. So you're going to hear this person go, I grew up going to Christian church. I went to Catholic school. I went to Christian school. My parents were hella Christian, or my parents were hella into some sort of hardcore religion, or this person has recently gotten into religion and they take it very, very seriously. Some sort of spiritual practice they take very seriously. Your person 100% meditates, your soulmate. Like when you, like, I'm just giving you hints, guys. I'm just reading energy. And sometimes when we hear the future, it might seem unbelievable, like I would never go for that, or that does not sound like someone I'd go for. Wait till it happens. Trust me. I've gotten readings I thought were inaccurate, and then they came true, and I was like, what the fuck? I could have not predicted this. So I'm literally just giving you hints. So when you meet this person, it'll confirm your intuition. This person definitely meditates. Like this MF is going to, you're going to like just see them on the couch, closing their eyes, crossing their legs, doing some sort of meditative practice. Like I guarantee you, your soulmate definitely meditates. You know, it's a part of their spiritual practice. Another hint about this person is they are always reading. They always have their nose in a book. Like when you meet your soulmate, you're going to be like, damn, you have a lot of books on your shelf. You have a lot of books in your house. Or this person could always be listening to books. You know, like one thing you're going to notice when you go in their house is like, damn, their bookshelf is like hella stacked up with books, or they're always recommending you books. Their nose is always in a book. They're always listening to books. One positive trait about this person is they are super, super imaginative. I meant to say intelligent. Oh my gosh. I meant to say intelligent. That's one thing I see. Their third eye is very active. So they have a very strong imagination, your soulmate. Yeah, they have a really strong imagination. They might even have magical thinking, because I'm seeing that this person's childhood was not good. They were dealing with very unstable people, so they had to escape into their own little fantasy world, essentially. So this person has a very rich inner world, a very rich fantasy life. They might be someone who is a creative writer. They love movies. They love video games. They like to escape into this magical reality, and they have a very strong imagination. And there's more going on in their mind and in their head than they're actually saying or letting on. Does that make sense? This person could have a moon in Aries. This person could have a moon in Aries, or they could have the moon in the third house, or a lot of third house placements in their birth chart. For those of you who are really into astrology. Now, one thing about this person, group number 2, is they're super courageous. They're not a pussy. You know, you might be like, oh, this person's really spiritual. They're quiet. They don't say much. They're more introverted. Oh, so they're a pussy with anxiety. No, your person's not like that. Group 2, your person has a lot of courage. So one thing you're going to really like about your soulmate is how brave they are. They're not afraid to say what needs to be said. They're not afraid of confrontation. They're not afraid to do things that are scary. One thing you're going to notice about your soulmate is you're going to be like, damn, you're brave. I could never do that. That takes a lot of guts. Ooh, did we hear that ding? Did we hear that ding? I'm telling you, they're like a daredevil. They're brave. You're going to be like, whoa, I didn't realize you were, for someone so quiet, for someone so unassuming, you're hella brave. You do things that most people wouldn't dare to do. And they're also very confident. Okay, so group number 1's person is like the kind of confident where they're like peacocking. They're like, look at me. Do you see me? Everybody, the whole world needs to look at me. Where's the camera? Like that was group number 1's person. Your person, your soulmate, group 2, they have more of a quiet confidence. Like they're confident in a more subdued, quiet way. That's what you need to know about your person. So one thing you're going to notice is, damn, this person's hella confident. Like they don't have social anxiety. They're not afraid of confrontation. They're not afraid to do things that most people would be scared to do. They're hella brave, but they're quiet about it. They don't need to peacock. It's like they have this quiet confidence. It's like confident in themselves, don't need to prove shit. That's what I feel about your person. I'm getting, literally guys, like I'm getting, they could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, have third house placements, have Aries placements, or have Leo placements. This person has also gone through like a major metamorphosis. So one thing you're going to notice about your soulmate or your person is they are somebody who maybe started out unassuming as a kid. You know, maybe they looked a little dorky or they looked a little funny, but then they got really hot later on, because I am seeing the butterfly to describe them. And generally, the butterfly is like a late bloomer, or generally, the butterfly represents someone who has grown up in their life. So they started out unassuming, kind of nerdy, you know, people kind of like overlooked them, and then later on in life, they bloom or something, something like that. Your person could have a chest tattoo or arm tattoos as well. And one of the hints about this person is they likely have a butterfly tattoo on their chest or their arms. I'm also seeing this person might have a tattoo of a compass on their chest or their arms. They have some sort of tattoo. They could have the word courage tattooed on their chest or arms. I'm telling you, this person has either like tattoos on their arms or their chest. I promise you. Your soulmate has tattoos on their arms or their chest. They could have like Egyptian symbolism or tribal art on their chest or arms. And I know some of you are going to be like, those tattoos are freaking ugly. My soulmate better not. But I'm telling you, they're going to have something to do with like Phoenix, rebirth, courage, you know, something tattooed on their chest and their arms. And I'm telling you, this person is courageous and they have inner strength because of this strong spirituality practice. They don't have to be Christian with this nun card, but I'm telling you, they have a daily spiritual practice that they take very seriously. Okay, like I'm telling you, they do. And what's interesting about your person, group 2, is what I see about you. Don't get me started on you. You're like, why did I click on Stargirl's channel just to get roasted? Like, what the hell? No, I'm just kidding. How do I even begin to describe you, group 2? You are someone, how do I word this politely? So I was watching this who else watches TikTok and is now convinced they have neurodivergency because of all the neurodivergent TikToks they send you that sound like you? But, you know, where most people want things worded in a sugar-coated way. I always just thought it was because I was a Sagittarius. I don't do that. But I want to be honest with you. It kind of feels like group 2 that a lot of people have a lot of sexual interest in you. And that might be like the primary reason a lot of people are attracted to you is because of your sexuality. And I'll give you an example. Before you get offended, hear me out. You know how like for instance, do you know how like some people are really attracted to certain rock stars because they have that sex appeal. So women like lose their heads and go crazy for them. Kind of like the K-pop boy bands of nowadays, or like in the 80s, everyone lost their mind for the hair metal Poison bands because those guys had sex appeal. You know, they were sexually appeasing to women. Or like how certain men will like simp over girls online because they're e-girls. Do you know what I mean? Like it kind of feels like you have that quality where people are very sexually drawn to you, and that might be the main reason why you attract all the people that you do, is people find you to be really sexy. Now, that can be a problem if you want a deep, intimate relationship, because kind of what I feel for you guys is you desire a relationship and you don't just want like to date. Like you're either all in or nothing at all. You're like, give me everything or give me nothing. That's kind of how you are, like being described by my spirit guides, is all or nothing. Okay, so when you go on a diet, you're like, I'm either eating everything under the sun or I'm eating nothing. I either love you or nothing. There's no lukewarm with you. It's either I love or I hate, all in or nothing at all. Balance for you is boring. You're like, what's balance? I don't need that. I want excitement. And you live your life like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think some of like the greats, like muses, and just not like some really like really talented people are like that. But you are all or nothing. And when you love, it's engulfing, it's passionate. Like you're definitely giving me Harley Quinn vibes. You're definitely giving me like Joker if you're a guy vibes. Like, you know, like very intense. Like You know what you're giving me if you're a guy? If you're a guy, you're like Anakin Skywalker. You're scared of losing. Like, you are the definition of Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader. Okay, that's your character. That's how you're being represented here. And if you're a female or you identify as female, you're definitely giving Harley Quinn vibes and you're looking for your Joker. I see you. Okay. And the reason why this person is you're also giving me like, I hear your future soulmate say, I know you are bad for me. Everything logically is telling me avoid you. Okay? You are a mess. You bring chaos into my life. You bring drama into my life. And my logic over here is saying, I need to avoid you because you are giving so many red flags, but I can't. I'm so drawn to you. My logic, my head is saying avoid you, but my heart and my passion is saying that I need you. Okay, so I don't know what about you gives red flags to other people, but you're a red flag that people can't avoid. They know you're toxic, but they love it. Okay, that is what I'm being shown. If you don't relate and if you're offended, I'm sorry, but that's what I see. You're represented as the femme fatale. What's a femme fatale, you might ask? Okay, Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit from Who's Framing Roger Rabbit. In Who's Framing Roger Rabbit, if you haven't seen that, shame on you. You go log off this and go watch that movie now. It's such a good movie. I wish I could be there with you having movie night, watching Who's Framing Roger Rabbit, because it is such a good movie and I love it. But Jessica Rabbit is a femme fatale in that movie. And everyone blames Jessica Rabbit's character because she looks sexy. And there's a famous quote of Jessica Rabbit going, I can't help the way I'm drawn. I'm not bad. I was just drawn that way. So people kind of see the femme fatale as having bad intentions and being suspicious because she's sexy. She dresses darker, but actually you have a heart of gold. I'm telling you guys, never judge people by their appearance. People always look at my tattoos and are like, oh, she must be a super freak. Like, she must get around, Your appearance says you're a red flag. You're not bad. You were just drawn that way. You know what I mean? Or like Anakin is Darth Vader, sorry. Anakin Skywalker. He's not bad. He just didn't want to lose his love. So he went against the order of the Jedi and he went to the dark side because he loved Queen whatever or Princess I don't know what her freaking name is. I'm not a nerd. Yes, I am. But he loved her so much he went against the order of the Jedi, which made him turn into Darth Vader. It was love, it was passion that turned him bad. He's not a bad guy, right? That's how you are described. Y'all must be Scorpios, or you must have Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, or a lot of Scorpio placements going on here. You invoke desire in this person, and not just this person. You guys invoke desire in a lot of people because you are represented as fire twice, and fire is the energy of desire. Look at that. You know what this reminds me of? Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, where that weird priest is like singing hellfire, and he's like essentially like horny for Esmeralda, but because he's a priest, he can't admit it to himself. So he sees Esmeralda dancing in the flames, like, this devil woman has made me lust after her. That's how this is kind of like the energy you invoke in people. Group 2, that's the energy you invoke in people. You invoke lust in people a lot. And where people feel like guilty and bad, and like, if you were a woman in the olden days, you would definitely be burned at the stake for being a witch. Or if you're a guy, it's like, like maybe virgins are attracted to you for real and they have like unpure thoughts about you and you give them their sexual revelations. I'm telling you, that's the kind of power you have. Look at these cards. I can't make this up. So that's why this person is going to totally fall for you, your soulmate. And I'm getting about your soulmate. They're totally going to write poetry about you. Like this person is like, they like to write with the third house. I don't know why my channel attracts writers. I don't know why. I noticed that. I'll go through phases where my channel, I'll notice a lot of musicians in my readings. And then I'll also go through phases where I see a lot of writers. Like, so ooh, I also heard illustrator. Your person, group 2, is going to draw photos of you. Like they're going to draw a portrait of you as a sign, or they're going to write poetry about you as a sign. Okay, let's see what your relationship is going to be like and what you two are going to do together. Let's see. Oh, I love this. Ooh, okay, I love this. Okay. So with your soulmate, one of you is going to be very responsible and have a lot of money. One of you is going to be more daring and rebellious, and you guys are going to challenge each other. Like you are going to challenge this person to be more daring and more spontaneous and have more fun, and they're going to challenge you to be more responsible. But also I heard something that you guys are going to love doing together is camping. And even if you're not a camping girl, like trust me, this can't be my pile because I am not a camping girl. Like I will go, like if the people around me love the outdoors, then I'll love it, because essentially I love what the other people around me love doing, because I'm like the companion. But you're gonna love this person so much. Even if you don't like camping, you're gonna go camping and you're gonna love it. I see you guys are gonna camp a lot, you're gonna hike a lot, you're gonna do a lot of like camping and hiking out together. Okay, and you guys are going to encourage each other in every little aspect of life, pulling one another out of self-doubt and dark times. Both of you are going to pull each other up out of dark times. And I heard that you guys are going to both challenge each other in each other's weaknesses, and you are going to improve together. Like I said, one of you is more daring and rebellious, and the other one is more methodical and grounded and career oriented, and you're going to challenge each other with each other's weaknesses and strengths. Does that make sense? So that is what I have for you. I hope that was enlightening and helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Okay. What's up, group number 3? It's me, Stargirl. So, this is a reading on the next big soulmate who's going to enter your life. This is going to be very detailed. That's what I want to tell you. Like, almost too detailed. There it is. This reading is going to be so detailed, it might hurt because of how detailed I'm about to be. We're going to do when you're going to meet your soulmate, when you're going to meet your next big soulmate. We're going to do timing here. Like, when is it going to happen? And then we're also going to do signs you will see before meeting your soulmate. Like, what signs are you going to see that goes, oh my gosh, this is my soulmate? And then we're also going to do everything about your soulmate, what you're going to like about them, and why your soulmate is going to fall for you. Then we're going to do what the whole relationship is going to be like. So I'm just going to get into it instead of just talking. All right, let's get into it. So what I did with the first 2 piles is, in order to do your psychic reading and tap into your energy, I have to first get into your energy. So I'm going to try to pick up your energy. And as I pick up your energy, it will become a lot easier to tap into the future. So let's see what's currently going on in your life, group number 3. What are you currently experiencing? What's currently going on with group number 3? You guys have recently taken a trip to the beach, or recently you have taken a trip to the ocean. Some of you could have recently moved to the ocean. Some of you are planning a trip to an ocean-like place. Maybe you're planning a trip to the islands, or you're planning to live near the ocean. Some of you have recently move to the ocean. You're thinking about moving to the ocean. You're about to take a vacation to a body of water or to the ocean, or you've been spending a lot of time near or around the water. I see that. You also have a gift of manifesting wealth for yourself. Like you have a gift of manifesting money. And if you weren't thinking about moving to the beach, or you weren't, even considering going to the beach or anything like that, I see that you're about to spend a lot of time near the ocean within 1 year. I don't know what that's about, but I think it's something you should know. Let's see what else. 10 of Wands. You guys are hard workers. You are my people who will push yourself to the end. You are always busy. You're always doing something. And you're always feeling just overwhelmed by how much crap you have to do. This is probably my pile. Because same. I feel you. So maybe if you guys have been working really hard on a new business, or you've been working really hard on manifesting your desires onto the material plane through hard work, your spirit guides are saying you recharge the most when you're near the ocean, when you're near the beach. That's your ideal vacation. Some people really get off on woods camping. Some people really get off on vacationing by going to parties and drinking. You get off by vacationing near the beach. I see that. So maybe that's like a little tidbit from your spirit guides that, yes, go to the beach, go to the ocean. It'll recharge you because you are burnt out. Wow. And you probably have been picking a lot of pick-a-cards recently that I've told you you're burnt out. And you're burnt out. And you're like, I don't have time. I need work. Yes, you do have time. Go and take a break near the ocean. So let's move on to when. Now that I was able to pick up who you are, you guys have recently started a new business. I really feel that. Or you guys are in the process of starting a new business, which is why you're really busy. Or something new is birthing in your career, which is why you're very busy right now. I just heard that. Okay. Like you guys are like on the first steps to doing something new in your career that's taking a lot of work and energy. Okay. But anyway, this is not about that. This is about your soulmate. When is group number 3? Have I been saying 2? Ugh, I always do that. Have I been saying 2? Group 3, when are you going to meet your soulmate? Let's find out. I am so sorry, group 3. I know this sounds like I'm just saying it because I'm not getting the psychic message or I don't understand, but I promise you, your spirit guides are saying that when is very hidden. Okay. And there's multiple cards that told me that. It wasn't just one card. Okay. If I just saw this, I wouldn't think that. All 4 of your cards tell me that when is being hidden from you for some higher reason. I don't know why. I'm not God. I don't freaking know why they're hiding it from you, but it's important that you don't know all the details. Okay. It's being hidden on purpose. They're saying that nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of changes coming for you that you couldn't expect and you don't see right now. And with the solar eclipse, this could happen around the time of a big eclipse, like the lunar or solar eclipse. That's the only hint I'm getting. But lightning is very unpredictable and lightning is very unexpected. Okay. And I also got that message with the Uranus card. Uranus is unexpected. Uranus is it comes out of nowhere. Like Uranus is literally the planet of unpredictability and uncertainty and shit just happening out of nowhere. And so is that lightning card. So they're saying it's going to happen at a time when you least expect it. When you meet your soulmate, it's going to hit you out of nowhere. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be sudden. It's going to be like suddenly this happened. And it's funny, group 3, because life is kind of like that. Like I feel like I've lived 5 lives in 1 life. Okay, I've been a musician, I've been a stripper, I've been a YouTuber, I've been a housewife. I've lived every single life I can think of in my short 28 years. And it's like things just suddenly happen. Like one time One day I was digging couch change out of my car, for tacos for me and my younger sister. Like I was literally sitting there counting pennies and quarters. Like, how am I going to afford this taco off the dollar menu? And the next thing I know, suddenly my YouTube channel blew up and suddenly I have money after being super poor all my life. So it's kind of like suddenly you're going to meet your soulmate and you couldn't predict it. Like I couldn't predict my YouTube happening. It just suddenly happened overnight. I feel like in your life, a lot of things are just going to happen suddenly out of nowhere that completely change your life. It's not like that for a lot of people's lives, Group 30, but you and me share this very similar fact. Like for some people, they're like, I have to work really hard for a long period of time. And then after 8 years of doing the same things, finally something happens. My business finally blew up. Not you, Group 30. Things kind of just suddenly happen in your life. You're like walking around the street and suddenly the plot changes. Suddenly an important soulmate comes into your life. Suddenly you blow up overnight and you go from rags to riches. Things in your life kind of happen suddenly. Like you have weird luck. Okay, your luck is weird where it's like, you're like, da 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 da, whoa, my life changed overnight. You have that kind of luck and fate. So it's not much different than the rest of your life, how you're going to meet your soulmate. That's why the timing is hidden. For the other piles, if you want to watch them, some people say they watch all the piles. I'm like, okay, thank you for the watch time. But with the other piles, there was hints about when it was going to happen, like very strong hints, like, oh, when you meet your soulmate, this is going to be happening in your life around the time you meet them. With you, Group 3, there is no hints about when. They're saying it's going to happen suddenly, overnight, just like everything else in your life. But I will tell you, Group 3, that I did pick up strong messages and hints about who this person is, who your next big soulmate is. Okay, so your soulmate. Okay, so there's this Pet Shop Boys song, and it goes, I got the looks, you got the brains, let's make lots of money. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that Pet Shop Boys song. It's like, you got the looks, I got the brains, let's make lots of money. I'm not saying that you guys aren't attractive, but okay, how do I word this in a way where you're not going to click off this video and be like, I'm done with this girl. She doesn't know what she's talking about. I kind of was getting Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, like as a metaphor for what your soulmate is like. And some of you are going to be like, Kronk, really? Yeah, I feel like they're not like, how do I okay, first of all, your soulmate's going to look physically super attractive. You're the first pile that I actually had anything about attractiveness come up. But group number 3, your soulmate with this first house body, like one of the things that's being emphasized about your soulmate group number 3 is their body. All right. Like the next soulmate that's coming in your life is going to have a banging body. Like I'm talking this person with this warrior card, like they're literally going to have, like, if you're into masculines, this person's going to have like guns for arms. Like they're going to flex and their arms are like freaking loaded, or they're gonna have like this 6-pack, or like if you're into women, this person's gonna be like a lifter. Like she's gonna be one of those women that like to lift, and her butt and booty is like out of this world, and she has abs, and she has like, you know, like big fake titties as well. You know what I'm talking about? Like her body's gonna be banging. But if you're into masculines, this masculine has like the body of a warrior. Like they're very muscular. You know what I mean? And you might be like, you know, some of you guys watching my videos, you might be like, that's not my type, Stargirl. This is not accurate. Wait. Okay, this is your soulmate. You're not going to be not attracted to them. And sometimes your soulmate goes against your type. Like, okay, for instance, like I'm actually starting to date against my type. Do you know what my type is? My type is guys like Steve Buscemi. He was literally voted the most unattractive guy in the world, and that's my type. I think Steve Buscemi is so fine. I liked him in Ghost World, okay? Like, or like Christian Slater from Heathers. What's wrong with my brain? What's wrong with my brain? So sometimes it's good to date against your type. Long story short, sometimes it's good to date against your type. Okay. Guys that
like Tate Landon from American Horror Story is not normal to like, okay? So sometimes it's healthy to date against your type. So if this doesn't sound like your type, maybe you actually got healthy and started dating people who are good for you. Okay, I'm done with my rant, but I'm telling you guys, like, if the random number picker led you here, if you picked number 3, like, this is your reading. And I'm going to confirm this for you in a second. So you're soulmate group 3. You're the first pile where I'm actually seeing that their body is banging. All right. Your soulmate's going to have a banging freaking body. This is the first pile where anything came up about appearance, really. Their appearance is highlighted here. Like, you're going to look at their body and be like, good Lord. Like, that's how banging your soulmate's body is going to be. I really heard that. So there's an emphasis here on their body being very muscular, being very in shape. You know, they work hard on their body. Women definitely seeing tit job over here. Okay? They definitely have their boobs done. See that? They definitely have their boobs done. But if they're a guy, like, they spend a lot of time at the gym, or their work is very manual, and because their work is manual, they're fit. That doesn't mean they're going to be poor. I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh. No, like, something about their job keeps them fit as hell. Okay? Or they just like the gym. So what I'm hearing about your soulmate, guys, is they more have hands-on wisdom. Like, the reason why this person is wise is because they have life experience. It's kind of like the school of hard knocks. Your soulmate went to the school of hard knocks, which means they're wise. Like, they're not dumb, like Kronk. They just might not have as much education as you, and they might be smart because they went to the school of hard knocks and they have a lot of life experience, because wisdom is not book smart. They're being described as having wisdom. Having wisdom is not having book smarts. Having wisdom means you've been through stuff in your life that has made you wise through life experience. That's what your soulmate has. They're wise because of life experience and because they went to the school of hard knocks, not because they went to college. I actually feel like they probably didn't go to college. I'm getting the energy that your soulmate is self-educated, which means they did a trade school, they got a certification program, they studied on their own. They might not actually have a college degree. They might have like a certification, like they went to plumbing school. They went to hair school. They went to some sort of trade school rather than actual college. Okay, and it doesn't mean that they're poor or they have, like, who cares if they have a blue collar job, honestly? Like, who cares? I mean, some of you might be thinking, I don't want that, but they could mean, like, you know, a lot of successful business owners, by the way, they didn't actually go to college. A lot of them didn't. I didn't go to college. Well, I did, but I didn't finish it. So I feel like your soulmate has more of a trade degree with this hands card. They, like, went to, you know, plumbing school. They went to art school. They took art classes. They could be an architect. They went to some sort of trade school, but not actually higher education like college. Like, a lot of people my age don't do that anyway, because college puts you in a lot of debt. Like, college to me is like you have a trust fund. If you went to college, you have a trust fund, because how are you going to afford college? Like, at least, like, the people I know are like, how do you afford college unless you have a scholarship or a trust fund? I mean, my kids are going to college because I'm going to set them up a trust fund. Like, I want my kids to have that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that. Gosh, I'm getting all defensive and ranty. I'm going to shut up. But essentially, it means that they didn't go to, like, they don't have a college degree, I feel. I feel it's more trade school. Okay. Meanwhile, what's different is you guys, the reason why they love you is you definitely are book smart. Group 3, you are book smart. This is the card that represents you, intelligence, and we have books. So this tells me you are book smart. You read books, or you went to college, you have higher education, you studied philosophy, fine art. You know, you have had great mentors, great teachers. You might be a mentor or a teacher, group 3. Like, you are definitely well educated. Whether you think so or not, you are well educated. Like, you definitely are giving the vibe of you went to college, or
you had a private tutor, or you definitely have like a bachelor's degree in philosophy or like liberal arts or something. I really feel that. And you yourself might be a teacher, or at the very least, you've had a very good education and you constantly read books. Like, you are book smart as hell. That's why I feel like you're the brains in this operation. Group 3, you're definitely the brains, and your soulmate's more like the Kronk. They're more like, I got the looks, you got the brains, let's make lots of money. And I don't think you guys are ugly. I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, you call me ugly. No, it's just that I feel like your soulmate spends more time on their appearance and their body, and they're more handy and they're more good with like creating stuff with their hands, but they're not as book smart. Their smart comes from life experience, like I said, and your smarts are more, you're book smart. You are book smart. You are very educated, very intelligent, and I really feel that you guys have traveled a lot. Like, you definitely are the type that have traveled to Europe, you traveled to France. Jealous. I've never been. I've always wanted to go, but I have no one to travel with. And I'm getting my passport and I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. I definitely feel you guys have been to like Europe. You've been to France, you know, you've been to like, you know, like Europe, you've been to India, you've been to Asia, you know, you have done some trips and traveling. Like, you're well educated and well traveled. I feel like you have a strong ninth house. You don't have to. You guys also meditate. I see you, group 3. Like, you actually straight up meditate. You know what's crazy? It's a lot of people don't meditate. This is not like a normal practice a lot of people do, but you straight up will meditate like in nature because you're educated. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. You might have been like, this might not be my soulmate, but I'm literally describing you. You guys meditate. You're well educated. You're book smart. You're a teacher, or you love learning. And one thing about you guys is like, you know why they're going to love you? I don't know if you know this about yourself, group 3, but you are hella patient. Like, you guys have the patience of a saint, group 3. I see that with the patience card. Like, why they like you is you guys are really good at being in the present moment. Did you know that about yourself? Like, you make people want to slow down and be more present. You make people want to slow down and be more present because you're very grounded and in the present moment, and there's something very peaceful about your energy. Do you want to chill? Do you want to hang out? Because I like your energy as hell. You bring a lot of positivity everywhere you go. People like hanging out with you, group 3, because when they're around you, they feel uplifted, positive, and happy, because that's the kind of energy that you have, because your energy is high vibed as hell, because you be meditating, you're on your skincare, you spend time outside, you're intelligent, like, your energy is peaceful. And that's why they're going to like you, because whenever they're around you, they feel happy, they feel positive. Like, your energy uplifts other people's energy, so they're like, people like you and they want to hang out with you because they don't realize like your energy is what brings them up. They love how positive you are. You know, they love how smart you are. They love, some of you guys have like straight up like an interest in photography. Like, you know, like some of you guys have like an interest in like photography where you do old cameras. Like, you buy like disposable cameras and then you'll take like film of things, or you have like a hobby of photography. Like, some of you guys are really nostalgic for the past and you like old things too. Like, you guys love antique stores, you love you like old film, you like old movies, you like collecting old things, or you have like you vlog, or you're into photography. Some of you smoke Camel cigarettes. Some of you actually read the newspaper. Like, that's the kind of person you are. Like, you're just like this artsy, smart, intelligent person, right? You love learning about history. That's something I see about you too. Like, you love learning about like old buildings. You love learning about history of different places that you visit. I see that. And your person, like I said, you know, they're smart, but more in a life experience way. I went to the school of hard knocks. You know, I grew up in the hood and I learned how to make a business or something like that. They learn through life experience, and that's why they're wise. And they're more like the muscles behind the operation, and you're more of the brains. Does that make sense? That's why I was getting like, they're crunk. They have a good, attractive body. They mean really well. They're not the best listener sometimes, but who's perfect? You're probably not perfect either, but they're more the force of the operation, the muscle, babe, let me fix this around. They're also super handy. And even if they're a girl, they're super handy. Like, they're really good with their hands, even if they're a girl. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But if they're a guy, they're like the type that can fix their own car. They can fix your car. They're handy around the house. You're like, babe, I want a porch. And they're like, I got you. I'm gonna build you a porch outside. Like, they're handy. They're very talented with their hands. Take with that what you will. Okay. And you know what's crazy, guys? Like, I feel you are people who always have a lot of options. Like, I feel that about you. Whether you realize it or not, like, you can be picky because you always have people around you who are trying to date you. Like, how some people just have that energy where a lot of people want them. They always have options. You always seem to have options, but none of them fulfill you. You're like, bored, no, boring, no. Like, you reject a lot of people. And I kind of get the sense before you meet this person, you'll be rejecting a lot of people. But this person's going to stand out because they're not going to be boring. You're going to be like, finally, someone who's freaking interesting. Finally, someone who can actually stimulate me. Finally, someone who gets me excited. Because a lot of these options you have, you're too smart and you're bored. Ooh, damn. Okay. So let's see what your relationship is going to be like. What are you guys going to like to do together? This is going to be a long-ass relationship. I just heard that. Like, this is not going to be a short relationship. This person, and I'm telling you guys, like, this person's going to propose to you. Like, this person, they're going to meet you and they're going to be like, I'm ready to propose to you. They're not going to play any games. They're like, I want you and I want to marry you. They're going to be the one pushing marriage with you, group 3. I heard that. Like, I'm telling you, this next big time soulmate coming into your life is going to be the one pushing marriage onto you. They're going to be chasing marriage with you. They're going to be pursuing marriage and saying, I want to get married. Let's get married. They're going to be pushing that on you. I heard that. One thing I will say, guys, is no relationship is perfect. You guys might argue a lot. And I feel like the reason why you might argue a lot is a lot of miscommunication. Because like I said, you're more intellectual and you're more like educated and they're more like the brunt force and they're not good at listening. So there might be a lot of arguments because you're meant to learn a lot through this relationship with lessons. Right? This relationship might push you to read a book about how to be in a healthy relationship. But I'm telling you, I really feel like this person is going to chase you. I'm not getting that you're chasing them. I'm getting that they're going to chase you into marriage. Like, I really feel that. Like, oh, and this is going to be your twin flame. Hell yeah. This is going to be your twin flame. Oh, you guys are going to have chart compatibility as well. Like, which means you're going to have some hella synastry. Let's see what your synastry is going to be. And I know you guys are into astrology. I know you guys look up every birth chart with everybody you date. So don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see what your birth chart synastry is going to be. Easy. You're going to have North Node synastry, which means their North Node is going to touch your Mars placement, or their Mars placement is going to touch your North Node. So North Node, Mars synastry. That's a huge hint about your synastry. Let's see what you guys are going to do together, like as a couple. I got the 8th house. You guys are never going to leave the bedroom. Like, straight up. This is going to be a very, like, we don't leave the bedroom for days type of situation. Like, let's get takeout and just stay in the bedroom like for a week straight and only shower once. That's the type of relationship you're headed into. And also, like, their parents are going to be really big in your relationship. I don't know why. I feel like you're going to be like really good friends with their parents. That's what I heard. Like, with your soulmate, their parents are going to be like your best friends.
Am I getting anything else? That's all I have. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun. See you later.